Welcome to the grocery store. Welcome, my friend. Take a deep breath and relax. Today, you are not just shopping for food. Today, you are shopping for new English words. Imagine this clearly in your mind. You are standing outside a grocery store. The building is big and bright. There are glass doors in front of you. As you walk closer, the doors slide open smoothly. You step inside. This place is called a grocery store. A grocery store is a place where people buy food for daily life. People come here to buy fruits, vegetables, bread, milk, and many other things. When you hear the words grocery store, think about food, shelves, lights, and people shopping calmly. Now look around you. Before you start shopping, you need something to carry your items. Near the entrance, you see many metal trolleys. You take one and hold its handle. This is called a shopping cart. A shopping cart is the trolley you push inside the store. You put your items inside it while shopping. Without a shopping cart, shopping becomes difficult. With a shopping cart, shopping becomes easy and comfortable. Push your shopping cart slowly. Feel the small sound of its wheels on the floor. This sound tells you that your shopping journey has started. Now start walking forward. Inside the grocery store, you do not walk randomly. The store is organized into long paths. These long paths are called aisle. An aisle is the long row inside the store, where products are placed on shelves. Each aisle has items on both sides. One aisle may have snacks. Another aisle may have rice or oil. Walking through an aisle helps you find what you need easily. You push your shopping cart into the first aisle. You move slowly and look left and right. Shelves are full of products. People around you are doing the same thing. Walking, choosing, and pushing their shopping cart into the... This is real-life English. These words are not from a textbook. These words live in your daily routine. Let us review the new words from this part. See the grocery store. Feel the shopping cart in your hands. Walk through the aisle in your mind. This is how English becomes natural. Fresh produce section. Now continue walking forward with your shopping cart. You leave the first aisle and move toward a bright, open area of the grocery store. This area feels different. The colors are stronger. The air feels cleaner. You have arrived at the produce section. The produce section is the place where fresh fruits and vegetables are displayed. Here you see natural colors: green, red, yellow, and orange. Everything looks alive. The word produce means fresh fruits and vegetables. When people say produce, they are talking about apples, bananas, tomatoes, potatoes, spinach, and many more healthy foods. So remember, produce is not one item. It is a group word for fruits and vegetables. As you walk through the produce section, you notice that everything looks fresh. The word fresh means new, clean, and not old. Fresh food looks good, smells good, and tastes good. People often say they want fresh food because it is better for health. Touch a fruit gently in your imagination. It feels firm and clean. That is what fresh means. Now look at the bananas. Some bananas are green. Some are yellow. Some have small brown spots. The yellow bananas with small brown spots are ripe. The word ripe means ready to eat. When fruit is ripe, it tastes sweet and soft. If fruit is not ripe, it may be too hard or sour. If fruit is too old, it is no longer fresh. So remember the difference. Fresh means new, and not old. Ripe means ready to eat. You take a bunch of bananas and place them in your shopping cart. You choose them carefully. You want bananas that are ripe and fresh. As you continue walking through the produce section, you see other fruits and vegetables. Apples that look fresh, tomatoes that are ripe, green vegetables that shine under the lights. This section teaches you an important lesson. English words are easier to remember when you connect them to real life, when you see fruits and vegetables in your daily life. Your brain will remember the words produce, fresh, and ripe naturally. Do not rush. Take your time. Push your shopping cart slowly. Look at the produce. Say the words quietly in your mind. You are not just shopping. You are learning English without pressure. Let us review the new words from this part. Produce, fresh fruits and vegetables. Fresh, new, not old. Ripe, ready to eat. Bakery area. Now keep walking forward with your shopping cart. You slowly leave the produce section and enter another part of the grocery store. Suddenly, you smell something warm and comforting. The smell is soft, sweet, and inviting. You know this smell. You have arrived at the bakery. A bakery is the place where bread is made. In a bakery, you find bread, cakes, and pastries. The food here is often warm or freshly baked. That is why the bakery smells so good. Behind the glass shelves, you see different kinds of bread. Some are long, some are round, some are soft, some are brown. One complete piece of bread is called a loaf. A loaf is one whole bread before it is cut. When you buy bread for your home, you usually buy one loaf. Say it slowly in your mind, loaf. Now look at the same bread again. This time it is cut into many thin pieces. Each thin piece is called a slice. A slice is a thin piece of something. You can have a slice of bread. You can have a slice of cake. A slice is not big. It is light and easy to eat. So remember, a loaf is the whole bread. A slice is one thin piece of that bread. You choose one loaf of bread from the bakery. Then you look at a cake and decide to take 2 slices. You place them carefully in your shopping cart. As you stand in the bakery, you notice people around you. Some are choosing a loaf. Some are asking for fresh slices. Everyone looks calm and happy. This is how English lives in daily life. These words are not difficult. They become easy when you connect them to what you see and smell. Whenever you smell warm bread, your mind will remember the word bakery. When you see whole bread, you will remember loaf. When you eat a thin piece, you will remember slice. Let us review the new words from this part. Bakery, place where bread is made. Loaf, one whole bread. Slice, a thin piece. Dairy section. Now continue your journey through the grocery store. You push your shopping cart slowly. and leave the warm smell of the bakery behind. The air becomes cooler as you move forward. You arrive at another important area. This place is called the dairy section. The dairy section is where food made from milk is kept. When you hear the word dairy, think of milk and milk products. In the dairy section, you see milk, butter, cheese, cream, and yogurt neatly placed on shelves inside cold refrigerators. The word dairy means food made from milk. Milk comes from animals like cows and buffaloes. From milk, many other foods are prepared. All these foods together are called dairy. Look carefully at the shelves. You see different types of milk. Some packets say low fat. The word low fat means less fat. Low-fat food has a smaller amount of fat than regular food. Many people choose low-fat milk or yogurt because they want to eat healthy. When you see low-fat written on a packet, you know it is lighter and easier on the body. You pick up a packet of low-fat milk and place it in your shopping cart. Before putting it in, you stop for a moment. You look at a small printed line on the packet. This line shows the expiry date. The expiry date is the last safe day to use the food. After the expiry date, the food may not be good or safe to eat. This is very important, especially for dairy products, because milk products can spoil quickly. Always remember this habit. Before buying milk, butter, or yogurt, check the expiry date. This simple habit protects your health. Let us review the new words from this part. Dairy, food made from milk. Low fat, less fat. Expiry date, last safe day to use. Push your shopping cart gently and move forward. Your English is becoming part of your daily life. Meat and protein. Now continue walking through the grocery store with your shopping cart. You leave the cool dairy section and move toward another important area. This section looks clean and well organized. You can see glass counters and cold shelves. You have reached the meat section. In the meat section, you see different kinds of food. There is chicken, fish, eggs, and also plant foods like beans. All these foods have something important in common. They are rich in protein. The word protein means food that gives strength to the body. Protein helps build muscles and keeps you strong and healthy. People eat protein every day to support their body. Chicken, fish, eggs, and beans are all good sources of protein. As you walk slowly, you notice that some food is kept inside freezers. These items are called frozen. The word frozen means very cold. When food is frozen, it is kept at a very low temperature to stay fresh for a long time. Frozen food feels hard and cold when you touch the packet. Many people buy frozen fish or chicken to use later. Now look at the fresh counter. You see a worker preparing meat carefully. The meat is cut just now. This is called fresh cut. The words fresh cut mean recently prepared. Fresh cut meat has been cut a short time ago. People often prefer fresh cut meat because it looks clean and natural. It has not been stored for a long time. You stop and think, do you want frozen chicken or fresh cut chicken today? You decide based on your plan. You choose fresh cut chicken and place it carefully in your shopping cart. You also take some eggs and beans to add more protein to your meals. Eggs and beans are good sources of protein. Now let us repeat the new words slowly and clearly. As you stand in the meat section, you realize something important. Learning English does not need extra time. You are learning while living your life. When you eat food at home, you will remember protein. When you see ice on food packets, you will remember frozen. When you visit a local shop, you will remember fresh cut. Let us review the new words from this part. Protein, food that gives strength. Frozen, very cold. Fresh cut, recently prepared. Snacks and treats. Now, continue moving forward with your shopping cart. You leave the serious and careful choices of the meat section behind. As you turn into the next aisle, something changes. You smile. This is the fun section of the grocery store. This area feels colorful and exciting. You have arrived at the snacks and treats area. The word snacks means small foods eaten between meals. People eat snacks when they feel a little hungry, not very hungry. Snacks are quick, easy, and enjoyable. Chips, biscuits, and chocolates are common snacks. As you look at the shelves, you see packets of chips. Some are thin, some are thick. When you imagine eating them, you hear a sound. That sound is called crunchy. The word crunchy means something. That makes a loud sound when you eat it. Chips are crunchy. Biscuits can be crunchy. People often like crunchy snacks because they feel satisfying to eat. Now you move a little further down the aisle. You see chocolates, cookies, and sweets. Your eyes stop for a moment. You think, I really like sweet food. This feeling is called having a sweet tooth. The phrase sweet tooth means love for sweet food. If someone enjoys chocolates, cakes, and desserts, we say that person has a sweet tooth. It does not mean a real tooth. It is a friendly English expression. You smile again. Maybe you also have a sweet tooth. You pick up a packet of crunchy snacks and a small chocolate. You place them carefully in your shopping cart. You are enjoying this moment. As you stand in this aisle, you realize something important. English is not only for serious moments. English is also for fun moments. When you eat chips, you will remember crunchy. When you eat biscuits or chocolates, you will remember snacks. When you want dessert, you will remember sweet tooth. Push your shopping cart forward slowly. You are learning English naturally, without stress, without pressure. Let us review the new words from this part. Snacks, small foods between meals. Crunchy makes a loud sound. Sweet tooth, love for sweet food. Spices and ingredients. Now continue walking calmly through the grocery store with your shopping cart. You leave the colorful snacks section behind and turn into another aisle. This aisle feels familiar and practical. This is where daily cooking begins. You have arrived at the spices and cooking items section. On the shelves, you see salt, sugar, spices, oil, and many packets and bottles. These items may look small, but they are very important in cooking. The first new word is ingredient. An ingredient is one part of a recipe. Every dish is made using many ingredients. For example, if you cook rice, water is an ingredient. Salt is an ingredient. Oil can be an ingredient. Each item you add while cooking is an ingredient. Now let us talk about taste. Food without spices feels plain. This is why we use seasoning. The word seasoning means something that adds flavor to food. Salt is a seasoning. Spices are seasoning. Pepper and herbs are also seasoning. Seasoning makes food tasty and enjoyable. As you stand in this aisle, you realize that a small amount of seasoning can change the whole dish. Too little seasoning makes food boring. Too much seasoning can spoil the taste. This brings us to the next word, quantity. The word quantity means how much of something you use. In cooking, quantity is very important. A small quantity of salt is good. A large quantity of salt may ruin the food. When you read a recipe, it tells you the quantity of each ingredient. For example, 1 spoon of oil, half a spoon of salt. The correct quantity creates balance. You pick up a packet of spices and read the label. You imagine using the right quantity while cooking. You place salt, sugar, and oil into your shopping cart. As you stand in this cooking aisle, you learn something important. English grows when you connect words to actions. When you cook at home, you will remember ingredient. When you add salt or spices, you will remember seasoning. When you measure food, you will remember quantity. Let us review the new words from this part. Ingredient, one part of a recipe. Seasoning adds flavor. Quantity, how much. Billing counter. Now your shopping cart feels heavy. It is full of useful items. You have finished walking through the aisles of the grocery store. It is time to pay. You look around and follow the signs. They lead you to the checkout area. This place is also called the billing counter. The word checkout means the place where you pay for your items. Every grocery store has a checkout. This is where your shopping journey comes together. You push your shopping cart into a line. You wait patiently. When your turn comes, you move forward. Behind the counter, you see a person smiling politely. This person is the cashier. The word cashier means the person who takes payment. The cashier scans each item carefully. Each sound adds the price to your bill. You watch as your items move from the shopping cart to the counter. Fruits, bread, milk, and snacks pass one by one. The cashier works quickly and calmly. After scanning all items, the cashier tells you the total amount. You pay using cash or card. The cashier completes the payment. Then the cashier gives you a small piece of paper. This paper is called a receipt. A receipt is a paper with bill details. It shows what you bought and how much you paid. The receipt also shows the date and time of your purchase. You take the receipt and put it safely in your bag. Keeping the receipt is a good habit. You may need it later for returns or records. As you stand at the checkout, you feel a sense of completion. You have moved through the entire grocery store. You have used English naturally, step by step. This part of the store teaches practical English. These words are used every day by everyone. When you hear checkout, you will know what to do. When you see a cashier, you will understand their role. When you receive a receipt, you will know its purpose. Take a moment and feel proud. You are learning English through real life. Let us review the new words from this part. Checkout place to pay. Cashier person who takes payment. Receipt paper with bill detail. Paying and saving money. Now that you are standing at the checkout, it is time to think carefully. Shopping is not only about buying things, it is also about paying wisely and saving money. You look at the screen near the cashier. The total amount is displayed. Before paying, you remember something important. You remember the word discount. A discount means a lower price. When a store gives a discount, you pay less than the original price. For example, if something costs $100 and you get a discount, you may pay only $80. People love discounts because they help save money. You may see signs in the grocery store that say big discount or special discount today. These signs invite you to buy at a lower price. Next, you remember another useful word, offer. An offer is a special deal. An offer can be buy one, get one free, or extra product at the same price. Stores give offers to attract customers and increase sales. You think about the items in your shopping cart. Some of them may be part of an offer. This makes you feel satisfied because you are getting more value for your money. Now let us talk about planning. This brings us to the word budget. A budget is a plan for money. When you make a budget, you decide how much money you can spend before shopping. A budget helps you control your spending and avoid waste. For example, you may decide your budget for groceries is a certain amount. While shopping, you choose items that fit within your budget. This habit helps you stay organized and stress-free. You look at the total bill again. It matches your budget. You feel calm and confident. As you finish paying, you realize something important. English helps you understand money, prices, and choices. These words are powerful because they protect your wallet. When you see a lower price, you will remember discount. When you hear about a deal, you will remember offer. When you plan your spending, you will remember budget. You collect your receipt and your bags. You thank the cashier politely. You are almost done. Let us review the new words from this part. Discount, lower price. Offer, special deal. Budget, plan for money. What did you learn? Now take a slow breath and pause for a moment. Your shopping is complete. Your shopping cart is empty. Your bags are in your hands. But something very important has happened today. Today, you learned English while shopping. There was no classroom. There was no teacher in front of a board. There was no pressure. You learned through real life. Now take a moment to feel proud. You did not memorize long lists. You did not translate every word. You experienced English. This is the secret of learning a language naturally. Remember this truth. Every place is a classroom. Every conversation is a lesson. Every moment is a chance to learn. When you walk into a grocery store tomorrow, English will walk in with you. When you cook at home, English will be there. When you pay a bill, English will guide you. Say this sentence slowly in your mind. I learn English everywhere I go.